Hello, welcome, good morning. It is time to make the 6-day star blanket from Betty McKnit's, I think. Now, I am aware that I am late on trends. I have never been on time with trends or on trends or aware of them at all. But like last week, I started seeing all of these videos of people doing that. And I was like, wow, that's a pretty blanket pattern. And 6 weeks, or not 6 weeks, 6 days. That's exactly how much time I have left before uni starts again. It's actually a little bit more than 6 days, but I have work in between somewhere and I need to do some prepping stuff. So I have approximately 6 days worth of time between now and uni starting. So like, that's the perfect challenge. Let's go, let's do that. So I got these ergonomic prim hooks in size 7, 8, 9 and 10. And then I've got my Zeeman yarn. It's the Zeeman yarn called Julia. And I've got it in a nice fall palette. So we have this orangey red or orangey brown color, I think more. We've got this nice little green. And then we have this little cream color, a gray, and dark grayish black. I am pretty sure that the pattern is free on her website because I found it. I heard she also has video tutorials up and you can purchase the pattern if you don't like ads on the website. I'll deal with the ads, that's fine by me. I'm excited, this yarn is soft and nice. It is 100 grams, around 170 meters per skein. I have 4 of each so far and I can go get more if it's needed. It's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. So far it isn't itchy for me. If it does become itchy, I'll just take breaks, and it's a blanket, so that's an outer layer. So that'll be fine. It's gonna be nice and warm. I decided to go with this nice chunky yarn because it recommends a 6 or 7 millimeter hook, so that's why I'm starting with a 7. Because that gives me the best chance of finishing it in 6 days, you know? So right now it's Sunday, it is a little bit past 9 AM, getting a nice and early start. I'm gonna do those setup rounds. I think I'm starting with the green. So the way I have this laid out in my head is green, orangey brown, beige, gray, black. Repeat or reversed. But I think starting the center with black is gonna look worse. So I'm starting with the green. And we're gonna center pull these because I'll be working with multiple skeins attached at a time. No way I'm waving in each end every row, you know, every time I change colors. I'm just carrying that stuff in the back and no one's gonna notice that. So starting with green, I'm gonna do the center little start thingy and I will update you what I think of the pattern when I finish the setup rows. Alrighty, a little bit less than an hour and it's 9:52 now. I realized that I am gonna have to weave in all the ends because I'm using 5 colors, so there would be 10 rows between each change and I cannot carry yarn that far without it looking kinda bad. Yeah, that would look kinda bad. So I'm just tying them off and kind of crocheting over them for a little bit. I'll weave them in every repeat, I think, maybe. This is 6 rows. It grows decently quick right now. That's nice. It's kind of curling, but not really. So I think I'm gonna wait with sizing up the hook. She says to size up your hook by 0.5 when it starts curling. But here's the thing. my starting hook size is a 7mm, which is already kind of hard to find. I don't think I'm gonna find a 7.5 anywhere, especially one that matches some kind of set I already have, because I kind of want like the least amount of different types of crochet hooks as possible. It's why I got the prim hooks, because I have the 3.5 to 6mm sizes of them. So I think I'm gonna do the gray set still with this, and then switch to the 8, maybe? We'll see. If I like kind of like smoosh it down, it lays flat. So it's not actually noticeably curling yet, it's just when I just finished working with it, it's a little bit scrunched up, I think. Looking fun. I think the colors look nice together so far. Wonder how the gray and black are gonna affect that, and I'll update you. It says I'm still on the setup rounds, but I'm also not sure how. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think I understand. Still in the setup rounds. Hi, I don't know if you can see, but Neo's laying on the blanket. I went to grab a drink and then she did that, so I guess I have a forced break now. Thank you, Neo. Thank you. Review of the yarn. The yarn. There is wool in it. It is slightly scratchy, itchy, but not so bad that I instantly went, nope, not grabbing a different yarn. I'll manage, especially with frequent breaks. I'll update you when Neo gets up and I make some more progress. Hi, hello. Neo is still here, but she moved off the stars, so I finished the first color repeat. I think that's a nice palette. Sure, yeah. I would have liked if the beigey tan color I had was slightly more brownish, but they just didn't have that. So this is what it's gonna be. It's gonna repeat at the green now. This is the first part of the regular repeat round, so I'm gonna update you again when I finish the first repeat section. Everything up until this row of single crochets here was the setup. That's a pretty big setup to me. It's already cat-sized. Oh, I'm sorry, Neo. Here, lay in the little start corner. It's already kitty-sized. And it's gonna be people-sized soon. Right, Neo? 6 days. 6 days. She's a baby. Oh, whoa, sorry, baby. Hi, hello, it's like 4:30 something. I completely forgot to update you after the first pattern repeat, so now we're partially into the second repeat already. But yeah, it's nice. The wool in the yarn is drying out my hands a little bit, making me a little bit itchy, fidgety, sensory issues. But still not that bad. I'm happy. I'm a lot better at handling animal fibers now than I used to be when I was younger. That's very nice. I hope it continues to improve. I am liking the colors. I'm liking the pattern. The pattern's quite easy to follow. It's mostly just double crochets or granny clusters, which is just double crochets but different. And single crochets, which, if that isn't easy, I don't know what is. To me, it feels like part of the setup was already part of the repeat, but it was just let's see, the setup is like just regular double crochets, then some granny clusters, but it's, to me, it feels like part of the setup was already part of the repeat, but it was just let's see, the setup is like just regular double crochets, then some granny clusters, but it's, to me, it feels like part of the setup was already part of the repeat, but it was just but it's like an interesting setup still here in the third row. That is 2 regular granny cluster rows, single crochet. Like here it already feels like the same setup as the repeat, but because the repeat starts with double crochets, like granny clusters, single crochet, 2 rows of double crochet, single crochet, and then it starts the repeat with the granny clusters again. I think it's just set up rows because they want to start with the granny clusters and end on a row of single crochet, so that if you finish your blanket according to the repeat logic, you end on a row of single crochets after some double crochets and you end with an actual border, because the granny clusters do have some actual gaps, and I think she's trying to avoid having that at the edge of the blanket, which makes sense to me. I like it. It doesn't require too many brain cells. I don't even have to really count, because for the decrease section you can kind of feel the shape, but for the increase you can most of the time kind of feel it, or at most count to 5. That's doable. Yeah. This is gonna be doable in 6 days. I think that the name of the blanket wasn't because she thinks you can make an adult-sized bed blanket in 6 days, but because that's how long it took her to first develop the pattern, and then I just kind of stuck because that became popular, which, so valid. Honestly, get a catchy name for your pattern and more people will make it. It worked on me. I might be able to do it a little bit quicker depending on if I stay focused or if I get distracted, or if I'm like, actually I want to work on all of my other projects at the same time again. I am going to spend some time today to work on other things, just to make sure I don't wake up tomorrow and go, oh no, we're not doing that again today. Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes I focus on a project for a full day and I'm like, that was fun, that was amazing, I loved it. And I wake up the next day and I'm like, not again, no, different thing. So I think that I'm gonna work on this until dinner and then update you at dinner time what it's looking like, how many repeats I've done, or whatever measure of time. And then after dinner I'm gonna work on something else, so that tomorrow morning when I wake up I am refreshed and I am not bored of it and I can continue. I might update you in between when when a skein runs out, or if something interesting happens, like I think it hits a certain size milestone. Currently the size milestone is covering my entire torso when I work on it, which is nice and cozy and warm. I'm happy that it's only 20 something degrees today. It's cooling down, but now the weather is very fluctuating. It's 27 degrees yesterday, and then today it's 20 degrees, and then tomorrow it's also like 20 degrees, but then a few days later again it's 30 degrees. I don't understand it, I don't like it. I like consistent temperatures so I can get used to them. But I'm gonna take cooler temperatures on days that I want to work on the blanket, definitely. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep going now. Hi, okay, so I just finished the second repeat and I'm working in the ends. It's a little bit past 5 p.m, so I'm gonna call it there for today. We going pretty big already. Yeah, that's nice, comfy. I think my take of let's grab a bulky yarn to make sure that I can make it in 6 days was correct. Yeah, no, I'm gonna finish weaving in these ends, make dinner, and do something else for the rest of the night, and I will be back on this stuff tomorrow. Bye. Hi, good morning. It's day 2. About 10:30 a.m. A bit later start than yesterday. We left off with the setup rows done and then 2 pattern repeats. The goal for today is at least 1 pattern repeat. I'm assuming around this color repeat I will start running out of like the first skeins, because this is what my black looks like right now. That's nothing. Definitely starting on the second skein for that. I'm assuming some of the other ones too. I'm definitely gonna go for like more black and gray than green and orange because the rows get bigger, but we'll see how that ends up going. I'm gonna get started now. Hi, hello, update time, halfway through repeat, so 3 rows in for today, a little bit past 12. Here's the size. Whoa. Nice. I'm gonna throw it on the bed in a bit to see like how the size comparison is to that, and then throw it on the couch to see how big the size comparison is to that, because I like seeing that. And that'll also help me confirm that I do not need to size up my hook yet. I don't think I do. This much orange left of that first skein. I'm gonna roll that into a tiny little ball and still use that, of course. Just gonna have more ends to weave in, I guess. The green, we had this much left. Also put that into a little ball because it was collapsing on itself. Put the beige down, ready to go. Definitely will need the second skein of that for this round, next round. It's gonna be 2 rounds of double crochets, so that's definitely gonna require starting the second skein of it. I think I got plenty by buying 4 of each, honestly, unless I want to go huge. I haven't finished a single skein yet, technically. From the 4 colors, 4 or 5 colors. 5 colors, 4 of each, that is 20? No? Yes. I am way too sleepy for math. Anyway, I'm keeping this on my desk because I think if I throw it in the bag, it's gonna fall to the bottom. And then by the time I get back to orange, I'll forget I had it and start the new skein and forget about the scrap, which I know I need to use the scraps. I'm gonna go take a break for lunch and have a little waddle and then continue on. We are well on track. This is, honestly, if I had this on day 6, I would have called it an acceptable lap blanket and said I was successful. So, good, nice. I'm trying to debate if I'm gonna keep going for 6 days regardless of the size of the blanket, or if I'm on day 5 and I'm like, no, this is plenty big, this is big enough, we're done. And then I'm gonna be like, yeah, 5-day star blanket, but I'll decide that by then. If I get a bunch of work in today and I think it's getting way too big, then it's getting way too big and I will just deal with that. Excited, it is soft, my hands are a little itchy and dried out again from the wool, so I'm gonna put on some lotion when I go get groceries and lunch. I will update you again when it's bigger. I think I'm gonna keep working on it in my room because sitting at my desk, even with terrible posture, is somehow better for my back than sitting on the couch with terrible posture. We'll see. Bye. Hi, hello, it is me again. I had a little break for getting food and then I did a bunch of laundry and I had a bit of cleaning, and now it's 3 p.m. and we're working on that next row. I don't know if I'm gonna like stop it at 5 again. I think we might have dinner a bit late today. Don't know yet. Might work on it after dinner. I don't really feel like doing anything else today. So full day until bed, maybe? Maybe 2 repeats? Yeah, I'll update you when something interesting happens, I guess. Bye. Hi, good evening. I have started dinner. It's nearly 8 p.m. I got very distracted. This is our progress so far. Big. Huge. Yeah. Reminder that we're only on day 2. I think I really overcompensated with getting the bulky yarn. I was like, oh no, but I usually lose motivation in later rows and then it goes slow and I get like, I'm gonna be so disappointed if I don't actually finish it in 6 days, and now I'm here like, I might be done tomorrow actually. Anyway, we started making dinner. I started making dinner at least because I finished the skein of black, skein of gray and skein of white were also finished, or cream or tan or whatever you want to call it. It looks white in comparison, but it's not white. The row is not finished, the pattern repeat is not finished, the color repeat is also not finished. So I am definitely continuing tonight because, you know, the skein is finished and that's good enough for me to put it down and go make food, but it's definitely not good enough for me to go to bed and tomorrow look at it and go, oh, that's a place to start, you know? I need to at least finish the row, and I probably want to finish black because then the color repeat is done. If I'm like mega focused on it or whatever, I might finish the pattern repeat, but it also kind of depends on how interesting I find the reading for uni that I'm going to be doing tonight, because the syllabus got uploaded, and why not be ahead when starting? You know, you could already be like a week behind in the first week, or you could be on schedule or ahead, and I know what is more comfortable and fun to start out with. You know, there's the rest of the semester to get behind. I'm gonna make sure that we eat a food, and then I'll maybe update you later if I get some more stuff done, and otherwise you'll see tomorrow. Bye. Hi, hello. It's a little dark, so I'm pretty sure you can't see a difference. But I finished the 2 black rows, and I want you to realize that all this, we're still on the first skeins of the inner colors. This is still the first green and orange, and then all the other colors are on their second skein, but still nearly full. I caked them up just because I have started moving the bag around, because I worked on it downstairs and I worked on it in my room and I worked on it in my boyfriend's room while watching him play video games. And if I'm moving the bag around a lot, I don't want half empty skeins in the bag because they will get tangled. Fun. Anyway, I'm gonna weave in the ends now and call that good enough for today. It's like, what, 8:30, 9? It's nearly 10. My perception of time is bad. Yeah, definitely good enough for today. I want at least one pattern repeat for every color, so that every color gets every little part in it. So we started out with double crochets here, which was the gray, but that was still part of the setup round, so I'm not going to count that. We started out with double crochets in orange, then we had them in black, now we've had them in white, and next we will have them in green. Going gray. Epic. I love this. It's so fun. I'm gonna weave in the ends and do my little other tasks and then go to bed. Bye. Hello, good morning. We are on the first row of today still. Green. The rows are getting kind of big because the blanket's getting kind of big. And I'm having fun with this. This is nice. I like it. We are on the second skein of green now. There's like a little end there. I did not weave in my ends last night. I got lazy. I did not do it. Yeah, I like this. I might do another one of these actually. I might make another star blanket in like a smaller yarn, maybe. I'm thinking it would look really good in blues. Or like blues and purples maybe. I also think it would look nice in just black and white stripes, but I don't know. I could just, I don't know, do this sometimes, I guess. Or do a different blanket challenge, because this is 6-day star blanket because that's the trend, right? But if I just like make a blanket challenge and be like, I give myself a week to finish this blanket, then it feels productive because it's a challenge. And then I just get a whole week to just vibe and work on a blanket, which is a low brain capacity project. And don't get me wrong, I fucking love making plushies. Amigurumi is what got me into crochet. It's what most of my yarn stash is for. It's what most of my to make list is like. It's what I sell, you know. I fucking love making plushies. But sometimes it's difficult to count to 3 and then it gets really hard to make a plushie, especially in the fluffy yarn where you can't really see your stitches all that well, you know. And sometimes it's nice to just work on a blanket, but most of my blanket projects I'm like, no, that's not productive, that's just for silly, goofy and fun. And then I don't really work on it much. But now that I'm like, this is a challenge and I'm supposed to be doing that all day to win the challenge, it feels productive and it's fun. And it's just like a nice relaxed little day, so that's nice. At this point I'm not counting stitches, so my centers might be a little bit off center, but the amount of stitches is correct. So good enough, you know, I don't think anyone's gonna notice. So far I haven't had to size up my hook any more than I already have. It's not curling or anything. Right, so we're gonna do a progress report. Size of blanket. Yes, wonderful, lovely. I'm gonna finish this row and then the next row, so green is finished. And then when green is finished, I'm gonna go to the gym. And then afterwards, it's orange again. I'm really happy with my color palette. I think it looks nice. This is kind of what I imagined in my brain. It's very chill. Hi Neo, you gonna sit with me again? No? Okay, bye baby. Bye. Hi Neo. Hi, hello. I keep trying to like work on the blanket and then Neo sits down right on top of it. And sometimes I move her to under the blanket and she stays there and it works. But then she runs away and then she sits on top of the blanket again. So I think that's my signal to take a break and go to the gym. We started on the little orange round single crochets. Every row's taken quite a while now because this thing's getting big. I have no clue how many repeats I'm on, honestly. This thing's getting big. I am getting distracted easily. Neo keeps demanding my attention and cuddles. Right, Neo, you're a baby. But I'm gonna get up now and go to the gym, and then you can vibe on the blankets as much as you want because you're a baby and you like soft things. She's a little creature. Show yourself. Show yourself, Neo. She's a baby. We love her. Right, Neo, you're a baby. And we scoop your little booty and hold you like a baby. Yeah, it's gym time. I think I'm gonna do a leg day just so I don't accidentally like get sore arms and then have a massive struggle tomorrow working on the blanket. Hi, hello, I have returned. The gym was fine. I did leg day. I did not have to wait for any of the machines I wanted to use, which that's nice. That's normally kind of an issue if I go in the afternoon. I tend to go to the gym either early in the morning, like 8 a.m. early in the morning when they open, or 8 in the evening, so like 8 to 10, which is close to when the gym closes. And then people tend to also not go as much. Working on the granny stitch row in orange, and then after that there's another granny stitch row. It's like the first row of the next pattern repeat. Hold that up. I don't think you see a difference whenever I hold it up. It's big. I was thinking I wanted to end on black, regardless of if that is the end of a pattern repeat, because I get that the pattern repeat, if it ends on that, you had 2 rows of double crochet, then a single crochet row, and then to finish the blanket according to the pattern you would do another single crochet row, or like a reverse single crochet, whatever they called that. I'm not doing it that way. No, I'm ending it wherever it ends on the black row. So either like after the double crochet with a single crochet on top, after the or after a row of double crochets, and then I do the single crochets on top also in black. Like I'll add an extra row of black to make that the border, because the center's green, right? So I gotta finish on the color repeat. That matters to me more than the pattern repeat, because when you're looking at it from a distance, you can't really tell what the pattern repeat is anyway. I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna watch some YouTube or listen to my tunes. One of my friends wants to watch a show later. I'll just keep doing this for the rest of the day. I don't have anything else to do. Bye! Hi, hello. It is nearly 6 p.m., which means I am going to be making dinner. I am 2 rows away from the next pattern repeat, which puts me at 1.5 again for today. I think I'm gonna get actually more than 1.5 done because it's only 6 p.m. and I am vibing. I put these little knitting stitch marker thingy-jigs, they're like safety pins but different, in to mark where I ended each day so I can visualize that better. This is the size right now. If I hold it just under my head, like right here in the little tent, then the bottom of the star drapes on the floor. It's me-sized. That's fun. Me-sized. That is 1 meter and 71 centimeters, or 5'7" if you're American. That's big, and it's gonna get bigger. I am 5 repeats in when I finish this one, which means for day 3 I am far ahead. I am on my second to last skein of the beige, tan, whatever of white. I don't know colors. Which means that I am likely going to be running out of yarn in the next few repeats. And then I'm gonna have to make the decision if I'm getting more or not. I am ending on black. And if I need to get more yarn to do that, then that will be that way. Anything that I have left over, I will use for something else. Hi, Neo. Hi, baby. Hello. Yeah, that's a little update. I will update you again right before I go to bed when I'm done. What's up, Neo? What have you been up to today? I was upstairs. I have no clue what you've been doing. Dinner time. Bye. Good evening. It is 2 minutes away from midnight and I just finished a row, so I am gonna end day 3 there because the day is over. Yeah, you can't tell a difference if I hold it up anymore, can you? It's big. Anyway, 1 row of green. Let me see, where is my end connection? Over here? Over here. Yes, okay. Wonderful, lovely. So, this gray row right here is where we started today, up here. And then this green row all the way up here is where we are today. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows, or almost 2 repeats. I might stay up a little bit longer and make it an even 2 repeats just because, yeah, but that would no longer be day 3 because it's midnight. So I might as well just do that in the morning. I'm listening to an audiobook. I am 5 hours and 20 minutes into that. It's the sequel to an audiobook that I made No, actually, I listened to that while making a bunch of stuff, but I didn't record that. It was Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. And then now it's the sequel, which is Everyone on This Train is a Suspect. And the main guy is doing stuff that's painfully cringe and dumb. Yeah, he just does that sometimes. It's a nice book to listen to. Progress is good. I am currently thinking, I have one of each color. Two more orange because I'm currently on the green and I just switched greens. Do I have 2 more greens then? No, okay. Don't worry about that. I am confused about how my yarn is going, but I have at least 1 more of each on top of the partial skeins. Which, if I'm understanding the pattern correctly, then the double crochets that come after this are red. And if I look back on the blanket, on the previous double crochets that were red, and then the next double crochets are black, right? And I want to end on black, preferably on the double crochets, which means I have 1, 2, no, not there, here. 1, 2, I still need to do that row of greens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then an additional row, 10 more rows to do. And I have 3 days for that technically. That's doable, right? 10 more rows. I know the rows keep getting bigger, but I also don't have to go anywhere. At least tomorrow I don't, because I went to the gym today. I might go on a walk or something. Yeah, but I definitely have the rest of my audiobook to listen to. 10 more rows. And maybe an extra border row or something. I don't know, depends on how much black I have. I don't think I'm gonna get more yarn if I only would need more black to do an extra border row. That's not worth it to me. The good news is that I don't think I need to get extra yarn, and I weaved in a good portion of my ends already, so I might be done tomorrow. Emphasis on might. Exciting, fun, good blanket so far. I'm gonna note down where I am in this book on my story graph and then go to bed, because sometimes the audiobook system kind of messes up saving the timestamp and then I get confused about where I am. Good night. Hi, hello, it's day 4. I had a bit of a late start. It's like 12:30 now and I'm still working on that 1 row that I started this morning. Neo's kind of been making it difficult. She wants attention, which that's so cute and adorable, but she keeps sitting on the blanket and then I can't turn it while I'm working on it. And also if I try to like lift it up, she will sometimes just smack it with her nails and get her nails stuck in it. And I know this blanket is going to be used and it will eventually have like weird loopies in it from cat nails. But I don't want that when I'm not even finished yet. I want to at least have like a good picture of it, right, Neo? And yeah, it's gonna go slow because I do kind of want to be downstairs for a little bit still and give Neo some attention, because I feel bad if I just go upstairs to work on something and then like leave her alone, even though that's more productive. But it's only day 4. I have 2 more days officially to get these 10 rows done. So it's okay if Neo interrupts, right baby? It's okay, you can have attention. We're not on that much of a deadline. She's such a little creature. Yeah. But row of single crochets in green, and then I switch to the orange again. I'm gonna have a full skein of the green left over. And technically I have a receipt and I could return that, but I don't like doing that. It's okay, I like this yarn. I was considering using the gray, or actually if they have a darker gray maybe. They had a limited color palette. I was considering making some wearables with this too, because it's not that expensive. It's $2.50 per skein, or $2.49 even. But yeah, I'm gonna give Neo some attention, hopefully get some more work done on the blanket. And then by the time that Neo gets up and goes to sit somewhere else, I am quickly moving upstairs and then getting real productive hours in. Right, Neo? Oh, you're such a little creature. Tiny kitty. So small, so little. You would not know that she is more than a year old. Baby. Hello, it is 7:30. I had a dinner break. Neo is sitting on the blanket again. You gotta get off, baby. Here, chair. We are working at the table now, so it's easier to rotate and less warm. We're on the row of gray granny clusters. After that, there is one row of gray single crochets. And then there is 2 rows of black double crochets. And if I win Yarn Chicken, there's gonna be an additional row of black single crochet. And then it's done. Is it realistic for me to get this done tonight? No, not really. I would have to be very focused and also stay up quite late. Am I going to do that? Definitely. Yeah, for sure. I've been watching Lucky Star in dub, which is very low energy to watch. So I am very focused. I also rewatched Invader Zim Enter the Florpus, which is my comfort movie. It's only an hour and 11 minutes though, so that was barely a row and a bit. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I've had dinner. I have hydration with me. I am gonna get back to work. Hello, I did it. It's like barely past midnight right now. I had to sit down and stare into the void for a second when I finished it. I finished it like literally minutes before midnight. So the crochet part, oh hi Neo, hello. The crochet part finished in 4 days. It's, well, not anymore right now because it's past midnight, but it was Wednesday. And I started on Sunday. 4 days of crochet. It's still touching the floor. Yeah. Yeah, that's a blanket. Okay, lovely. So I haven't woven in the final few ends of like today's rows. And I'm not doing that right now. I'm gonna go to bed. So on being actually finished, that's gonna be into the start of day 5. I could have done that today, but I slept in and did some other stuff in the morning. We're not gonna care about that. I'll show you tomorrow with it, the ends weaved in, woven in, whatever you call that. And then I'll show you how much yarn I have left. It's pretty cool. I'm very happy that I won Yarn Chicken on the black yarn by a lot. Hi Neo! Neo also spent a lot of today in the middle of the blanket while it was on the table. Creature. Anyway, this goes into the bag now and then I go to bed. Goodbye. Hello, it's first day now. We're done. I wove in the ends. We're finished. It's big. I'm gonna show you how big, but you won't really be able to see because there's no way that I can show you like the floor or just the full size of this in frame. There's literally like no place in this house where I can put a camera where you can see the entire blanket in one go. But we're gonna make it like a guesstimation. I am on the chair. If you just kind of like floop that back at one point. And you do this. Wait. 1 point, 1 point. That's That's a blanket. Yeah, I'm gonna live in this thing, definitely, when it gets colder. I think it's like almost 2 meters, because it's much taller than me. And I'm 170. I just counted this, holy shit. Let me count it again for you. See, it starts at there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pattern repeats and 5 color repeats. No clue how many rows that is. I'm not gonna do math in my brain. So for the yarn we used, I'm just gonna kind of fold this up. It's a little itchy with the wool in it. It's a little scratchy when you're like bare armed against it. When it gets to the temperatures where we'll be actually using it, that won't be much of an issue. When we started, this whole bag was full of yarn. I got 20 skeins, 5 colors, 4 of each. These 2 are untouched. These are entirely full. So that's 2 unused. This one I did literally 6 stitches with, or like 2 granny clusters. So I'm gonna consider that a full skein. Technically it isn't, but I'm gonna put it in the same category. And then we have nearly full skein, about 2/3 of a skein. The yarn that I won Yarn Chicken by on the black. And this little scrap of orange. So if you kind of combine this in weight, it's about 5 full skeins. Which means we used 15 skeins roughly, or 1.5 kilos of yarn. If I can do math correctly, yeah, 15 skeins of 100 grams is 1,500. That's 1.5 kilos. That bitch is 1.5 kilos. That's weird to think about. It really is. It's supposed to weigh less than the cat. It's probably heavier than the cat because it's like a weird shape. Anyway, that's the yarn left over. We're gonna use that for something else at some point. I like this. This was fun. I think I went a little bit too hard on it. I think I should have just chilled out and done it in 6 days like it's supposed to be done. But I don't do that. I don't chill out. I don't do things calmly. I either get really excited and get it done as fast as humanly possible, or I don't touch it for a year. We did it. Do you think I should do this again? Like, same pattern, different colors? Different pattern? Same yarn, different yarn? Use scrap yarn? I don't actually have that much scrap yarn, by the way. There's very few actual scraps. I tend to try and like finish leftovers. When I finish a project like this, I try to use the leftovers as soon as possible so they don't enter the void. Because I work with too many different yarn types to be making scrappy projects. Because this is a 6-7 millimeter hook size yarn, which is, I don't know, bulky 5, bulky 6. I don't know American yarn sizes. They don't say that on these labels ever. They just say the hook size you need. And that's it. I have no clue what a worsted weight is. I have no clue what DK means. I just look at the yarn and go, that hook size, and I accept it. But this is kind of thicker, and it's an acrylic wool blend. And then I have yarn that's like a 5 millimeter, 6 millimeter recommendation, and it's fully acrylic. And then I have a bunch of cotton, and I have really skinny acrylic that recommends like a 3 millimeter hook. I don't have stuff that's the same size, which makes scrappy projects difficult. I also don't have that much of each thing, so I can't make a scrappy blanket because I just don't have that much yarn of the same size, and I do want the same size of yarn for stuff like that. Or I could be doing the really skinny yarn on a really big hook and get a really texture blanket. Maybe. Possible. I'll consider it. I don't know. I'm gonna not use my crochet hands today because I think they need a rest. I think I did too much. It doesn't hurt. Nothing hurts. I'm confused by that. I definitely think I went a little bit overboard, but I'm fine. But I'm forcing a break today. I hope you had fun. Maybe try it yourself. Take a little bit more rest and time, mayhaps healthier for you. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day, week, whatever. See you next time. Bye.